Hey everybody, it's Saturday afternoon on a hot, sticky holiday weekend. Figured I'd come out to the park, and today's the day for a Saison. I think you need something light and refreshing for a hot, sticky day like this. I'm going to do one I've never even heard of before, but I picked it up a couple weeks ago whenever it was my out-of-town trip. I got it mostly for the name. I'm going to be doing this is an actual Belgian product, but I'm going to do the Silly Saison. Says, well, they got a lot of stuff there, but it's brewed at the Brasserie de Silly in Silly, Belgium. So, got another cap, new cap. Get this in the glass. I had known nothing about this. I did go to the website. The website says 5% ABV. Everywhere else, there's nothing on the bottle. Everywhere else said 5.2%. So it's down there, but it's in the range for Saison. It says the brewery of Silly is situated south of Brussels on the way to Mons. It produces 16 different beers, but is very well known for their Saison. The Saison style is a blend of old and new beers, almost like a goose or some lambics. This particular Saison goes down smooth with a flavor that hints strongly of brown ale and fruit. Now that's something I'm not used to in a Saison either, but we'll see what we get here. It says it's 5.2% ABV with a coppery-red color. Not used to that color in a Saison either. This is a beer to be served cool on a fine summer's evening. Well, this is a fine, not even summer, it's May. It should be spring yet, but it's afternoon. It says store properly and you can save a bottle of this beer for next summer. So either 5 or 5.2% ABV. Let me get the cap off this. Use my BB Barfly. Whoa! And it's pouring all over everywhere. Good thing I read that now, because it's soaked. That page is soaked. Man, that just came out of the bottle like I've never seen. Well, I have seen, but not in a long while. So we got a blend, just like a lambic or a goose. Got a dark brown color, maybe just some hints of some, oh, that paper is soaking wet. Just some hints of little dark orange, almost ruby around the edges. Got a good, almost 3-finger of a thick, rocky, whitish, slightly off-white head. Decent looking beer. It certainly doesn't look like a Saison though. But let me get a nose on this and see what we have. Okay, it's sweet and fruity. There's some definite bread notes here. No noticeable hops that I can see. Very caramelly. Again, no apparent hops. It doesn't have the sweet, weedy, earthy, spicy smells that I'm getting used to with Saisons. There's a little sourness there too that is not. That may be a product of the blending of the two, but certainly even doesn't look like a Saison, doesn't smell like a Saison. So let's see what we have for a taste here. It's a nice flavor. It's dominated by those that sweet toasted malt. Get a little caramel, some dark fruit, maybe prunes, toffee, slightly syrupy mouthfeel. There seems to be a lot of carbonation, so that mouthfeel is offset a bit by the carbonation, but got that fruity sweetness, a tart, almost apple esters. Slight acidity. There's that little funkiness. I got a little oak and a little funkiness, like almost like they've got bread in here. I don't know if they do or not, but there's that bread type funkiness that is there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there's a The sweetness is balanced with the sourness that I'm not used to tasting this Saison, but it's a good tasting beer so far. So let me get the rest of this in a glass, and I'll come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 10 minutes or so. This warmed up nicely. It's like I said, a hot, sticky day. This is unlike any Saison I've ever had before in my life. It's good. It's a good drinkable beer. It's just not definitely not what I expected for a Saison. Like I said on the website, they call it a Saison style top fermentation old brown beer. I think a brown beer, maybe a beer de garde, or even a lambic. I don't know what they could call it. They call it a Saison, but it's certainly not what I was expecting. Good drinkable beer. I noticed as it has warmed up that slightly syrupy mouthfeel has been less and less offset with the carbonation. There is still a little bit of that sourness on the finish that cuts that back a little bit, but the carbonation does not offset that syrupy feeling very much. Like I said, good drinkable beer, but I certainly wasn't expecting this from a Saison. It's definitely not your usual run-of-the-mill Saison, that's for sure. It's more of a brown ale with some spicy hints and a little funk on the back end. I wonder if there is maybe a little bread in this too. I don't know what they use. I know they said it's a mixture of a blend of an old and a new, so odd Saison, but so is a Saison. I'm gonna give this one of my two-part scores again. As a Saison, it's decent, it's average. I'm gonna give it a 5, an average score. As a nice drinkable beer, I'm gonna give it an 8. That's a good solid beer. Average those two. So the Saison, or the silly Saison, for me, what do we got? 6.5 out of 10. Till next time, everybody, keep drinking good beers. I didn't do math in my head very well. Average those two scores, so 6.5. Good beer, decent drinkable beer, but don't expect a Saison if you're going to drink it, because it's nothing like any Saison I've ever had. So next time, everybody, again, cheers. Let's keep drinking these good beers.